No, I blame Brighton for this. I think they've done a really really good job of possession football, playing out of the back, etc. I'm I'm noticing it in youth football now. Is just like this when they do it, it looks beautiful. But when kids who don't have the technical abilities and the understanding, the bird's eye view of what's going on, it looks like overplaying and overcomplication to me. I don't think you need to have that good of possession to be successful unless you're playing at a high level professional academy. I just don't think that. Um, what have you seen from the over complication situation?
Well, yeah, once one club does it and another club does it, and then it spreads and everyone wants to do it.
Yeah,
At the end of the day, you want to try and make your players as good as possible. Um, we were talking today at our staff meeting. At the end of the day, our under 15s, and I think we do a good job, and our director directs it this way. The results don't really count. It's hard to say. There are league tables, there are playoffs, but we do not focus on the results. And I think if you're not focusing on the results as much, but more the performance, when they get to 16, 17, 18, critical years in their youth, and then next level being college and or pros, they are ready for these situations. So you've got to be brave to continue to play that way. We will try and play soccer, even though we might get scored upon. We will make mistakes. We understand that. But when results count, hopefully they're able to do better at it. And older teams might now not play as much as the back, depending on the level of their players. But when they're younger, we're trying to play soccer rather than just kicking it long. But what the Manchester United goalkeeper did the other day, I've been saying that if our under 15 goalkeeper did that here, I'd be disappointed. It was unbelievable that he did that. And in fact, that final goal that went in against Galatasaray, how they defended that.
yeah,
He just kicked it. The header went. They weren't organising before they lost it, and he just ran 30 yards and
yeah.
dinked it over the goalkeeper. Those kind of things are schoolboy errors. Just thinking about how my team United did. But going back to the young players, I think this is a problem sometimes in America where the results matter too early. Under eights, under nines, under tens. Coaches will then, well, we're not winning, so
Yeah,
I'm going to leave. I'm going to move my team somewhere else.
yeah,
As a player, I'm going to go where we're going to win. Instead of saying at 8, 9, 10, and we've even taken it to our first year because our youngest age group is under 15, of which we've got a few under 14s. And we are not going to be worried too much about the result. Of course, we're going to try and coach and show them ways to win a game, but it's more about the performance because at this age, you can play well and lose and have a freak goal here, a freak goal there, or you can play very poorly but get a good result. And in my time at Shattuck, we've done that. We've played very poorly and got a good win because we had better players to start with. And then we've played quite well. Big improvement. But you look at the score. In fact, my fellow coach only yesterday was saying, remember when we lost to this team 7-1? We played very well, but there was one guy there that was clearly better than everybody. He was a professional, a young professional at the age of 15, really. And whatever he wanted to do, he could do. But we played quite well, but the scoreline didn't show that. So when you're worried about results at 10, 11, 12, 13, and even for us, 11-a-side play at under 13, 14, and then we started under 15, then I think you won't do certain things because you're right. If you're playing out of the back, you're going to make mistakes. The pressure comes, and you could well give up goals because you make mistakes. The key is when you're a bit older, do you have that ability? When the coach wants you to play out rather than just kick it long, you have that ability because you've been trying it at 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, under 15. And the hope is that as you get older, you can play well. Because as a coach at the older ages, sometimes they may not want you to play out of the back because they're not breaking the press that well. Because quite often, even the pro level, you play short, comes back to the goalie, and what does he do? Smacks it. So you've played 4 or 5 passes, but you haven't got anywhere, and the goalie is going to just play long. And like you say, sometimes you overcomplicate it. I remember Lee Dixon doing a Premier League game when he was commentating on a Premier League game that was on the USA Network. And he was just saying, every 5-10 yard ball just gives another guy the same problem you just had.
Right.
You've got pressure, you give it to somebody else who's got pressure, who gives it to somebody else who's got pressure, and eventually one guy's probably just going to whack it because he's not able to solve that problem through playing out of the back because he can't handle the pressure of the press. So I don't mind people playing that way, but when you do get older, so at my level, at under 15, I don't mind us playing that way because we understand they're trying to get better. Now, for coaches at the top level or top youth level, colleges, pros, do they want to always play out at the back? Well, you've got to be able to play both ways. Sometimes you do want to play out at the back, and sometimes you can go long and play from there, but you've got to be better at it. And I think the ages of where the team I'm coaching and younger are the ages where you're trying to get them to be better at it and not worry about, well, you know what, we tried it, but we gave up 2 goals, so we're not going to do it again. No, these ages are where you do try again because you're trying to make them better soccer players, and the more repetitions you have, the better they will become.
So going back to the winning idea, right? So when you're younger, winning doesn't matter as much, especially when you're at Shattuck and a brand new group of players comes in. The expectation cannot be, oh, they're going to gel right away and they're going to be playing, just lights out football right from the beginning. Completely understand that aspect of things. I was talking to someone the other day and I said, from 12 onwards, I think 12 onwards, I think it should matter whether you win or lose.